Tilted Towers, the ultimate Fortnite location. Most of us know it well, but only a fraction comes out of there the same. Today I'll be dropping into this OG location 100 times and try to not die 100 times in the process. I'm glad I'm finally doing a Tilted Towers 100 drops. I was really excited for this. It's the most classic Fortnite location of all time, and who says not is just wrong. Game 1, I went into this truck for a chest, but got trapped in there and was unable to get out. I'm already loving the thrill of landing tilted again. Game 2, I landed L Apartments, hit this guy in the head for 134, and then got shot through the back window. By the way, I just found out they're called L Apartments recently. That's not some sacred knowledge I kept. I'm not a big fan of the minigun. I don't prefer using it, but this guy just felt its wrath. I tried it on this original John Wick as well and got absolutely destroyed. The OG Dynamos used to be absolute savages. The new ones are a bit washed, but this one still got me. Game 5, I landed on Taco House, the name of which I just googled now. It's because it has a little taco shop right where I killed this bot, which always looked a bit odd. Bots at Tilted is like bringing low quality wood to a forest, by the way. It makes zero sense. Apart from the fact that bots shouldn't be in the game at all, but that's a different topic. Don't you just love the raw view of landing at Tilted Towers? Don't you just love one-tapping people in the head with a hand cannon? Don't you just love getting chased from Tilted with a launch pad and squeezing your own box? Or that's just me. In Tilted more than anywhere else, the very first guns you find are extremely important. If you get a shotgun, for example, you already have a massive advantage, but a gray SMG and revolver weren't enough to beat this guy. A gold scar? Whoo! And it has the OG icon back, which is great. Same the tag, by the way. I got a few kills this game and actually left Tilted for the first time, if you don't count that time I got chased down immediately. I decided to go for this supply drop next to the chair, but wasn't the only one who had the idea. We clashed in a build fight where I didn't realize I had ran out of mats and jumped down like a young fledgling who hadn't yet grown its wings. This guy slid up on me while I was drinking shield and rearranging my inventory at the same time, which was just not a good time. Game 10, I landed on Fish House with this guy and there was nothing but a trap, which was kind of embarrassing. Oh, he's got a gun. It's not like I'm not upset for dying, but you kinda gotta be mentally prepared for that landing Tilted. Game 12, I landed the old destroyed building, sniped this guy with one bullet, got this guy with an SMG, and then died to this Lux on the top floor. Two players landing on the same gun is another big theme in Tilted. This guy beat me to this pump. If I got it, my chances would have been much better. And game 14, I didn't even get to open a chest. This guy was right on me. Game 15, I took a leap of faith on this guy, ran out of mats, didn't make it, and got wasted. A guided missile launcher! Come on, I gotta kill somebody with it. That's my guy! That's my guy! Boom! Poor dude. I won Tilted that game, got 4 more kills, and then died in the first fight outside. If I get out of Tilted, I usually try not to get into any pointless fights before endgame. If I do, it's rarely from my initiative. Game 18, I got first to this revolver, which made this guy find a pump and one-shot me in the face. Fortnite is unfair sometimes. Where's all the people in this game? I see 2 guys over there. That's still way below Tilted standards. It was enough to kill me anyway. Maybe I should focus on myself next time. Landing Taking the clock tower and shooting down on the less fortunate is my favorite way to land Tilted. The worst part is, you gotta get down at some point. That's where I usually end. Game 21, I killed 3 bots, which was supposed to make me feel better, and then got headshot sniped with a hunting rifle. Game 22 was early open roof chaos death, and game 23, I tried to sneak up on some guys at the pawn shop. Game 24, I saw this rocket launcher, wanted to get to it first, and bunny hopped straight to my death. I thought I heard they fixed bunny hopping some time ago. Maybe I'm just imagining things. Tilted might be affecting me already. I've set up my skins to randomly rotate between Rex, Red Knight, Fake Sparkle Specialist, and Fake Black Knight, but I feel like I'm getting Rex like half the time. The game must know about my childhood dinophobia. Game 27, I almost completely missed all my shots on this guy, but then one pumped him in the head. Did the same thing to this guy. I love the old pump, almost more than the girl I never found. But enough romance, I heard a guy below me and tried to use a guided missile launcher on him, but hit myself with it instead like an absolute moron. I don't know. Change of plans then, I waited for the storm to close in and then sneakingly left Tilted alone. Oh yep. A grenade launcher, that's a very good first weapon, very versatile, great for early kills. I escaped fighting only with a grenade launcher, but not death itself. Pickaxe fight on the clock tower. That's an absolute classic, you can't lose, everything post is irrelevant. Game 30 Tilted was stacked, but I had my 1 in 10 clutch games and won the place with 5 kills. I think Tilted is the only POI there's a problem with distinguishing if you really won it, cause people rotate in and out constantly, but if I got enough kills and don't see anyone, I just leave. I'm not waiting for those other guys to come. Cause I wanted to be safe and unnoticed in the middle game, I came to Flush Factory. I just noticed that doesn't even sound like a joke. That's just a very rational decision. I visited Lucky Landing for the first time and came straight into the top 3 between Fatal and Grandma's Hill House. I hid directly under this guy's base and then seized my moment to take high ground from him with a launch pad. First we teamed up on the 3rd guy below us, and then he made the game deciding blunder, trying to bridge into the storm even though he knew I had a rocket launcher, and I dropped him to his death for the win. Being on the open and Tilted is borderline suicidal. You just get randomly one shot in the head. I should know this. Game 32, I third party those 2 guys in L's and then got taken out at Taco House. But how did he hit me like that through the window? This guy impulsed on me and double pumped me midair. I mean, yeah, that's fair play. Getting massacred from the back while being shotgunned by another guy, that's debatable. Game 36, I got beat to a chest in the clock tower, survived the fall, and somehow escaped this guy at the pawn shop, managed to heal back up, and kill this guy with a rocket through a window, and this guy with a headshot snipe. I left Tilted with great loot, and made it all the way into the end game near Fatal. The top 3 was very passive until this guy started bullying me with a rocket launcher, and we finally clashed in a literal 1-by-1 zone where I died and finished 3rd. By the way, this is literally the first time I saw the player who won. Not a good first impression. Sparkle's glider is awesome, by the way. Sometimes I land a building further just so I can hear it a little longer. I would really want to get a trap kill. Just one. There's traps in OG. I'm awful with them, but just let me get one. Come on, open up. Yes! Kind of. Ah, look at you! You're late! Why would he even land there? One rocket for you! You're dead. One for you too. Oh, come on, bro. You're gonna try to trap me like that? I know you're in here. Well, that's a little embarrassing. Have to use a hunting rifle as a shotgun? No problem. I'm a pro at that. Sniping, you asked. Oh, that was just lucky, you say? Watch. I'll do it again. Aww, this is a bot. This just ruined this whole game. This is another one. God damn it. Whenever I have an amazing game like this, encountering a bot just takes all the fun out of it. I really hate them. Like, who do you think I am? Just remove them already. Kill this guy with a rocket launcher, and this guy as well. Great game. Great 8-kill win. If it weren't for those bots, I always try to keep them out of it, but they just keep coming back. Game 41 I did good, had 5 kills, and then got headshot sniped out of nowhere with a crossbow. Okay, why would you even use a crossbow? Like, what is the motivation for that? I have respect for all OG weapons. Except the crossbow. The crossbow is a dud. He's got a gun! Run! Jump off if you can! Game 45, I bought a gold scar from a vending machine for 250 wood, and then ran out of mats in a fight, which killed me. That's like if you bought a fridge and then starved to death, but the offer just looked so good. This guy noticed and baited my trap, expected me to be in that room, hit me with a buggy bomb, and then got edited on and one pumped. Sucks to suck. I then proceeded to join a more than 2-person fight, which was a mistake. In Season 4, I was a couple of free Battle Pass tiers away from getting Orange Justice, and I always was and still am really mad I didn't get it, but thanks to the new emote feature and this guy, I was finally able to see how it feels like. Thank you, random Black Knight I'll never see again. In the game, I got one shot in the head. Game 49 was just pure chaos on top of Brick House. I don't even know how to explain it in a coherent sentence. I was 1 kill away from clearing it, but died. In game 50, my only guns were a minigun and crossbow, and it went accordingly. Game 51, I accidentally swing shot this blue squire, which felt very disrespectful. Aw, he had a gold scar too. Poor guy. This guy hit me with a rocket launcher, and instead of finishing me off easily, he opted for boogie bombing us both and getting one pumped in the head. I left tilted with nearly the best loadout possible, but no shields. Got them at Dusty and killed this Tony Stark at Factories. Went for a drop in the top 3 and got pushed and shot in the back at the same time. Managed to hide in a tree with 12 health and pop a chug jug, which saved me. We then moved into the final circle where this guy kept using a guided missile launcher on me and I kept shooting it down. And then we teamed up on him. The last player wasn't a problem for me at all. My biggest enemy was fall damage and I claimed my 3rd victory royale. Game 52, I got killed by a calamity. I get super mad whenever that happens, but that's a story for a different occasion. Let's just say I was not very convincing as a child. The next game was a crossbow vs revolver fight at the clock tower, and then the tower got taken down. It's never late to get destroyed by a Travis Scott who was 1 HP the entire time. And I would like to know what that guy was doing on that balcony, but we're in America, so I immediately shot him. My plan against this guy worked flawlessly, but his minigun spray was better apparently. In game 56, I tried to jump shot this guy, but jumped to my death instead. Game 57, I found myself in the middle of a 3-player brawl that I'm not even sure how I walked out of alive. And then when I got sniped and was weak at the edge of Tilted, I used the launch pad and with the use of zip lines and rifts, got to the container yard in just a couple of seconds. See, they're not supposed to be in the game at this time. I held myself trying not to talk about it, but this is the reason. But Zero Build? Shut up, I'm not playing Zero Build. This was a top 2 game in which my only healing was a Chug Jug, which is pretty much like having no heals. I was close, but not close enough. I'm noticing I often die to having ran out of mats, but it's probably just because it's Tilted and I often die early. Maybe I'm just too naive when placing the traps, but it's gotta work out once, does it? During the last 10 games, whenever someone ran out of ammo, everybody in the game heard the sound effect for some reason, and it's been driving me crazy. Game 61, I got sprayed down on the tennis court. Game 62, I thought jumping on tires before falling would cancel the fall damage, but it turns out I'm an idiot. Game 63, I got shot through my own window. Game 64, there was a gold scar on Brick House roof. I didn't get it. Wow, I'm so good. Look at me. I killed Wiggly Cow before dying right away anyway. That makes me feel so much better than just dying to a real person. This will really make me not leave the game because I killed Wiggly Cow. Forgive me those moments. That's my alter ego that I just coincidentally happen to fully agree with. And game 67, I got third partied. Game 68, I was doing pretty good, but you know, it's Tilted. Pretty good isn't nearly good enough. This is a trap that only I would die to. Nobody else ever would, especially if it was my trap. And game 70, I hid in a tree in which I apparently wasn't hidden at all. Just to let you guys know, this is the exact point in this video's editing process when I decided to finish this video and put it on the second channel instead of scrapping it. Which is the reason I may now come off as a little less polite than before. Cause I gotta edit 30 more drops on this thing. And I just got trap killed again, by the way. I was actually considering making this video member only instead for a while, but then I was like, nah, I can't give them Fortnite with bots as their exclusive content they paid for. They deserve better. Game 75 I won. Yay. 4th win. Just checked. I forgot that. Excuse my low levels of enthusiasm. I played these games over a month ago. It's basically like commenting somebody else play. And the fame changed me, by the way. I'm no longer the 100 drops guy you knew. Well, it didn't improve my Fortnite skills, that's for sure. Calling myself famous is ironic anyway. I hope you caught that. I never cared to explain jokes, but I don't know, maybe I really did change. Well, anyway, in short, I didn't win any one of the last couple of games, and now, oh wait, I did win game 88. I didn't even remember that, dude. I was almost sure I just died in the rest. Nice shot, man. What a game. Well, now I gotta play 10 more games, cause I didn't finish playing, so I'll do that and be right back. So I already played the 10 games. It was a while ago as well. I'm voicing this. It's almost season 5 now. It might be season 5 when you're watching this. I don't know when you're watching this. But I didn't win. No, I didn't win. That was the important part. And there's still bots in the game and skill-based matchmaking. So I would like to make some more Fortnite videos, even 100 drops possibly, but yeah, just not in the state that the game is now. Yeah, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed this 100 drops on the second channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Probably not 100 drops.